Hello, hello. So, do you hear us? Do you see us? Is everything fine? Because we haven't done it in quite a while.
And
So
YouTube
please,
seems to change everything
every
every
time.
3 months. So
Yeah. So let us know in the chat if everything's all right. And if yes, we'll just roll on with the live stream.
anyone?
Anyone? Yeah.
Okay,
Well
we're
done.
good.
We can wrap it up. Yeah, so it's actually the third live stream for me in 2 days.
Second for me.
Yeah, yesterday we had several live streams on the Facebook and Instagram, and basically why we're doing them is because we have an anniversary of our album Dreams of Lands Unseen. Ladies and gentlemen,
Which turned 1 year
one
and two
year,
days.
yeah,
today.
2 days ago, and we also released a new video, a live video for Camera Obscura. If you haven't checked it out, it's on our label's YouTube channel. So after you finish the stream, just go to Napalm Records and check out the video. But for now, we just want to hang out with you, reply to your questions, maybe talk about our plans, whatever we can do, whatever we can tell. Gonna drink some teas. You have your tea.
Yes.
So
But my mug is not legit.
so I've got the Ignia mug and he has a Starbucks mug. Yeah.
But it's big.
But it's big, yeah, and he's a big guy, so it's fine. So yeah, in case you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat.
As per
And-
usual, I'm the master of commands and commands. So
yeah,
and we'll just continue meanwhile with everything else. I
Yeah.
have the first and favorite command of the last two live streams already appearing in the chat.
yeah.
So any chance of having you guys in America?
There is a slight chance.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Because the thing with the North American tours is that everything should be paid in advance
and planned
and planned and whatnot, and we cannot afford that luxury right now because everything can change in Ukraine, and we can end up with not going out of the country, and all that money would just burn away. Whereas in case with Europe, we would just cancel the shows and that's it. But in case
or
with
postpone them or whatever,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's way easier because you also don't need to buy any flights in advance. You don't need to pay 10,000 grand for your fucking visas. And
10,000 grand is 10 million.
okay, sorry.
10 grand.
Same, yeah.
So if we know that the situation will be any more stable than it is,
Yeah,
then
we'll hop on the US tour because it's long overdue for sure. But
North American, including Canada.
yeah. But at this point, if you haven't seen it, we have a few European festivals coming this summer. Bloodstock Open Air, Summer Breeze, Wacken, Leyendas del Rock, and we're also supporting Cradle of Filth on 4 shows, 2 shows in Poland and 2 shows in Germany. So these are our plans. And
For August.
In November, we're playing Spektakelfestivalen in Larvik, Norway. And in between, we're trying to get some other dates, and we cannot disclose our plans yet, but at least once we have them secured, you will be informed. So I also encourage you to subscribe to our newsletter on our website, ignia.band. We don't really spam, and we send out only the important things because you know how the social networks work these days. Like whatever we post, it doesn't reach all the followers. So being on our mailing list or being our patron is like, a guarantee that you will get the news from us directly.
Yeah, South America would be great too.
Yeah.
But almost the same goes for South America because
Yeah.
the flights are really expensive and should be paid upfront, of course. But as soon as we can go stably out of Ukraine, we'll go to North America, South America, hopefully some Southeastern Asia, Japan, Australia, Antarctica, Arctica, Faroe
Yeah,
Islands, you name it.
I'm
I'm
all for it where it's cold. I'm
Yeah.
going there. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
rather
Well,
cold.
rather
Australia
cold.
is not cold. But
Depending when you go there, right? No.
no. Вітання найкращому метал-гурту України з Штутгарту. Дякуємо.
Вітання.
Hey, hi from Finland. Okay,
Finland.
yeah. Hi there. Will you visit Germany anytime soon? Yes, we have 2 shows in Germany coming up. One in
2 shows, really? We have 4 shows in Germany coming up. Summer
I mean
Breeze,
shows.
Wacken, Dresden, and Bochum are happening all in July. And Dresden and Bochum are the ones where we support Cradle of Fields. August, where we suppose Cradle of Fields, and Butcher Babies are also on the list, and obviously Wacken and Summer Breeze. But actually, both festivals are sold out now. So
yeah. But I mean, if you live in Germany, chances are you already have a ticket for either Wacken or Summer Breeze or whatnot. So yeah, Patreon is important to help this band. Yes,
it's like our main source of income, and
nowadays that we don't have an opportunity to tour the entire time. So yeah, Patreon. Our patrons are literally our patrons.
Yeah.
in this case, the naming is quite spot on, I would say.
What I really liked from one of the comments lately, there was a comment that like our listeners are Ignians, and I really like this name. And I think that we should, because some bands, they call their listeners in some way, to make an attribution or whatever. Legion is a very, popular title. Why?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, but I mean, like Ignians, it has some like alien,
Embers.
Embers. No, I like Ignians because you have Ignians. I don't know. I like it because I slept on this idea. Like, I like it. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. There are a lot of things you don't really like from the first time, and then you get used to it. So
yeah, but I'm snob in this case because I see that all the time, like bands calling their fans after their own band. And Legions is quite another thing, but I think this only applies well to Behemoth fans. Like, that sounds good for Behemoth fans, but other bands who by coincidence calling their fans Legions, I don't know. Forza Ukraina. Thank you, grazie.
Thank you.
Yay. Hope to see you in Switzerland again.
Yeah, we hope so too. Your landscapes are just so breathtaking, and all the shows have been a blast for us there. So
same goes for Finland.
And
Love to
Italy,
see you guys in December 2023 here in Tampere, Finland.
We will do our best to come back to Finland, that's for sure, because we have so many listeners from Finland, and I personally love Finland, so we have to do this again.
Hi, Roma. Hope to see you in Seattle. Yeah. Fun fact, once we go to the US, Seattle will be our home base because we have friends there who will help us establish like a home base. So yeah.
Hopefully, if we live up until that moment.
Oh yeah, but I think when we go to the US, I think the biggest hangout with any potential patrons will be in Seattle for sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, or at least in the Cascadia region or whatnot.
Any plans to come back to Sweden? Oh yes.
Oh yes.
I mean,
not like concrete plans, but we will hop on any opportunity to go north. I mean, Sweden.
I mean, north is very much likely, but and I'm talking autumn, but when we have like something certain, we will again let you know. So north is more likely than, you know, other directions, and it's not only because I'm a Nordic person.
Вітаю, ви колись думали поїхати на Євробачення від України?
Ні.
Ні.
That was a question in Ukrainian.
Yeah, about us going to Eurovision for some reason.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not happening. Yeah. Dropping to say hello from the United States and congratulations on the anniversary of Dreams of Lansing. Thank you.
You skipped a question.
What? What about Greece? Well, same goes for. I think this question should be answered almost the same for
probably
every point, almost every point on Earth, because I mean,
just stay tuned for the dates. The dates that are confirmed are now on our website in the tour section. Whenever we have something new, people on the newsletter and our patrons know first, and then we just spread out the message about everything. So be patient with us, because for Ukrainians, touring is more complicated than for probably anyone is in Europe for sure.
Oh yeah.
So please stay patient. But again, introduce our band to your friends, because the more people are listening to Ignia, the easier it is for us to be booked to tour in your country, city, whatever. So that's all. Just drop a link to our video to some albums that you like, and that's all.
Come to Brazil in the future. You will be very welcome here. Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
My baby girl Lavinia is asking me when she will meet Helle. So cool. Yeah. Sometime, hopefully.
See, people like Ignians.
Okay.
He will think about it.
No, you can call yourselves and myself any way you like. Just don't, as long as y'all don't punch my face. I'm happy with everything. I mean,
with everything.
Don't take my word. Not apply. Doesn't apply to you.
You are doing
doesn't
the dishes for
you.
1 week from now. I don't know.
Dawn can call me everything.
Oh, but of course.
Okay. Arsonists. Yeah. There is a band called Arsonists Get All the Girls. I don't know.
All right.
But yeah.
While we're here and going through the questions, again, I would like to say that we dropped a new video for Camera Obscura, and it is a live video, but not from a show, but from a live session that we recorded last summer. And what's interesting is that we have 2 more videos, like 2 more songs from that session, and they are coming very soon, like in 1 week or in 2 weeks, on our channel, on the channel where we are hanging out right now. So we will also like announce the premieres, and if you can join us during the premiere and set up notifications and give us some likes and comments, that would be very much appreciated, because right now getting more views on YouTube is so complicated, because like the internet is overcrowded with content.
The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn. Grab your and double click porn.
That's not OnlyFans happening right now, and not Twitch. So I think you should get yourself like your own channel for such things.
Twitch. What should I do there? I'm not gaming.
I don't know. You can sing.
I played like a proper game on my computer.
You can sing.
Probably like half a year ago, and that was Minecraft, of course.
Yeah, he usually like once in a while he has
once in a year after a big update.
Yeah, he has a Minecraft week or something, and that's it.
Yes.
How did you okay. So the t-shirt. We have Pavlo asking about Yevhenii's t-shirt.
Yeah.
Where can you order it?
Online. I honestly don't.
This is actually a very famous poet, a Ukrainian poet, Taras Shevchenko, and his portrait here. This is his also phrase, right, from
Yeah.
his poetry. Borite se поборете, and that means
Fight and you will
win or
something like
overcome
that.
your enemy or whatever. How
That's
should it?
not about enemies. That's like fight for yourself. Fight for. I mean, that's
It's hard
not
to
like,
explain.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's portrayed here in a very cool style, and
Black metal. Чесно кажучи, я не пам'ятаю. Це був інстаграм-канал, і вони продавали футболки. How did you end up collaborating with Tuomas Saukonen for the song Opiumist?
basically, now I feel that it's been like a year ago. It's so hard to
Even
remember
more.
everything. Yeah, but anyways, Opiumist is a song about our hero Sofia Yablonska living in China and smoking opium with an old Chinese guy. And for the old Chinese guy, we needed some brutal male growls for like the brutal part of Opiumist. And we arranged this collaboration through Napalm Records, our label, because both bands are on Napalm Records, and that's it. And we never met each other because actually, I guess the full scale war was already imposed.
Yes.
Yeah, so it wasn't possible,
And that
for
is
him to
also,
come and
yeah, and
whatever.
that is also a reason why the first male guest didn't happen, because
Yeah,
in the beginning, fun fact, we wanted to ask the singer of the Ukrainian band 1914 to perform these parts, but due to the full-scale war, they couldn't book a studio in Lviv because they
Yeah.
had some studio problems or whatnot, and we were just running out of time. Is that a mosquito? Yes,
yeah,
that
I
is a
think
mosquito.
so. Yeah.
So yeah, fun fact for you. Okay, can the man of Ukraine leave the country due to the war? No, we cannot. And the only way, one of the really few ways to leave, is basically to go on tour, but you have to have lots of extra paperwork, and I mean
And the
lot.
rules are changing all the time.
Yes,
So
and one of the papers is actually the military ID, and chances are, if you go to make it, you will be just conscripted right away on the same day in the same place, and you won't be leaving your military unit. Not speaking even about the Ukraine. Yes. Very happy for you to show with Cradle of Filth. Denny is a great guy, and Sophia, his wife, is amazing. A very cool couple like you. Hey, thank you. We have options from Davey here. How about Infernals?
I think that would go for Inferno Band.
Which one? Okay, that's a very small job for Ukrainians. Okay, is there any aesthetics or vibes you want to do for future albums that you can or want to share anyway? Is there also any other styles, genres you want to do and add to your songs?
Yeah, so when it comes to visuals or vibes, I already have quite a lot of, you know, ideas written down, and I'm working on it all the time. I'm reading certain books, watching certain movies, getting into aesthetics and everything. But again, like the music isn't created by me. Yevhenii is the main composer, so I have my challenges introducing my ideas to him. It's always very hard because we perceive art on absolutely different, not levels, but like our approaches are so different. So when I come to him and say, okay, I want a song to be written about this and this and this, and I can show him mood boards or I don't know, whatever, and he doesn't understand it because he's like, show me the riff, show me the melody, make me a playlist or whatever. So he bases his music on music, whereas for me, I read books, I look at art, I visit places, I get inspired by visual side.
Not really.
Why?
I mean, I can be inspired by anything. Like, remember the Dreams of Lands Unseen. I once more I had to look there to read the name of the album because I don't remember it. You told me about Sofia Jablonska, and that concept is really easy to get. It's just the woman, she did things. You just say there's the desert and mares about the Carpathians, and I was like, yeah, I have an idea, but the concept you have now, I mean, I even have a name, album name for that concept, but I don't understand the concept, and I don't have any musical ideas tied to that. That's the tricky part, and I think
You already have one song.
It's not.
It's interesting.
It was before your concept. It's just a song.
Yeah,
and
but I based my concept on this song.
I don't understand how and why. You need. I mean, your flight of mind needs to become pedestrian.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like
no.
Walking for people to like
that's
be
the
able
concept
to
for people.
grasp
Again.
to it.
Yeah,
No.
yes.
Test it on the guys tomorrow because I don't understand that. That's the issues we have.
Our guys don't care about the concepts at all. They care about going on tour, which I can understand. That's all. So.
Just they don't care, but let them just understand that they won't. That's I guarantee you. Okay, going to the second part. Is there also any other styles, genres you want to do and add to your songs? I mean, I'm always up to that if that sounds good, because I mean, if you can hear it in our music, we have quite a lot of electronic influences for some reason, like throughout the years.
Synthesizers. I mean, he's the keyboardist. Of course, we have like all these
but there
things.
Are different kinds of synthesizers. And
that's true.
These are like modern metal, I'd say. I don't know. And the last album had these slight stoner and prog rock and slight black metal influences.
Because this is what he's listening to, like if it takes stoner.
Yes, but as for the future, I think there's a bit more prog.
We actually do play prog.
And
we have.
I think I want to include a little bit more like electronic music, like, you know,
I know,
disco kick or whatnot.
Disco kick.
Yes. Yeah. I know, but I mean, we have that in Gene Slammer, and
we have that in Planet War.
I know. That works.
Yeah.
That works. That works.
Yeah. Okay.
We're way behind the schedule.
Yeah, I know.
I will do the dishes for 1 month if you come to South Florida.
We have to think about it, definitely.
Yeah, we have a dishwasher though, so. Yeah. Already done talking, bath, shower, and hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Talking. We love you. Is that Greece? Oh, I don't see. These smileys are too small.
Yes.
No, that's not Greece.
You can just check the nickname of the person or the name. Come on.
AR is Argentina. And that doesn't say. Okay. I think that's South America.
Yeah. Cool. I'll be requesting them with reactors.
That is so
That
cool.
would be so cool. We really need more reaction channels to pay attention to us. And so if you can request our videos to be reviewed, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, because for some reason that works.
Yeah.
Really good nowadays. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that, but I acknowledge that works big time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very picky with metal. You guys have found the perfect blend of melody and metal. Congratulations. Thank you. That's the point of it. And don't change. I'm spreading you guys' name everywhere I go. Thank you so much. That's way to go, because, I mean, when you promote us to your local promoters, or your friends do that, your local promoters know about that, about us, and in the end, that comes into a picture of us playing in your town. So
yeah,
always do that. I have requested that video of Camera Obscura on the reaction channel yesterday. Our community loves you.
Thank you.
So cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Speaking of Camera Obscura, we have quite a couple new people on the stream, I think, because someone dropped out and someone just added back.
We can actually add.
And
will we add a link to Camera Obscura?
You can, but you will close the camera.
Okay. You will close the camera.
You will obscure the camera.
Yeah.
So yeah, this stream is actually about this album, which turned 1 year old, and of course you can give it a spin on Spotify or Tidal or Apple Music or whatever, but you also can order CDs and vinyls at our store and the Napalm Record store, and beware that this particular color, too much American YouTube
it's
videos
running
right
out
there.
of stock and it won't be repressed, and actually
this color, like it looks whitish,
white, but it's not white.
It's like
it has
beige,
creamy white.
It's beige.
Anyways,
we are running out of it, and it won't be restocked because it's physically impossible, because the printing company found a small stock, like leftovers from bigger orders for us, and this color is no longer possible at all for anyone. So that's kind of exclusive.
Yeah, and we don't see repressing of vinyls for this album in any foreseeable future. So once they're gone, they're gone. And when you order a vinyl CD on our website, you can request us to sign the copy for you. That's all.
Yeah. First time I heard Opiumist, I was sure to hearing Yevhenii growling. Hey man, you need to growl more beside Helle. Your voice is so powerful. Thank you, but nope. And also we have audio problems, I think. Yes, getting better.
Oh, right.
That's because you moved your something.
I moved my something. Okay. Yes. But on Opiumist, it's not Yevhenii growling. It's
it says
Thomas Salkinen. Yeah.
I'm done with vocals, honestly, because
you retired very early, you know.
Yeah.
I actually a few days ago I had a dream about us performing at Wacken, but for some reason it was like not all the muddy fields or whatever. It was asphalt floor in front of us, but in any case we played some kind of a very slow song, and you were actually singing like in the clean voice with the keyboards, and you had like spotlights on you, and then I continued singing. So in my dreams you still sing. That's all.
That sounds a lot better than my dreams about giant parrots attacking me for laughing at them.
You just like parrots and birds in general. That's all.
Ba 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 ba. Yeah. Okay, hopefully, audio is better. So if it dropped out majorly on some part, you can just
let us know.
Mention that. Yes, so we can answer the question once more if it was chopped too bad. Окей, передайте, будь ласка, вітання вашому шанувальнику з Оболоні. Вітання нашому шанувальнику з Оболоні. Оболонь? Там. Okay.
Back again. Let's go to the vinyl section. Make, please, something like Disenchantment or Shaitan Akbar. They were masterpiece. But she
doesn't want to do anything.
But why? Disenchantment is really cool. I will listen to it later.
It's still like Middle Eastern vibes all the way. Yes.
Absolutely no.
Not all the way.
No, it's like a symphonic metal. No,
you just. I mean,
this is, you see how it goes. You have to understand that every Ignia release goes through a very hard process of us not killing each other. So it's really precious right?
Yes. Yes. And that guy is from Greece. And we actually love Greece. They help Ukraine so much quietly, but they do.
But
Yeah. I love your vinyl color choices. Me too. They make my vinyl collection heart happy.
yay!
Yeah, that
Oh,
is so
by the
cool.
way, on our website, in our store, if you haven't seen it, we have 3 new colors of the Sign of Faith album. We're now at home and we don't really have them with us because they're on at the studio.
No, we
But
have all the colors of our vinyls in the room next to us, but you
all
will take too
right.
much
Yeah,
time finding
but
it.
they are really gorgeous. So you have to take my word for that. And once the stream is over, at least go and check them out.
Yeah. Окей, привіт з Бердичева. Привіт,
Добрий
Бердичево.
день, вечір.
Дякуємо вам за гарні слова. Okay, will there ever be a Sputnik vinyl?
That is the question we get at every live stream.
Told you.
We will at some point, but it has to, like in my mind, in my vision, it has to it has to include some kind of a bonus on the vinyl.
Yes.
So we need to come up with something special to include there. Also, because it's like a mini album, and it would be really cool to maybe have some kind of an anniversary with it.
Anniversary was this year.
Last year.
Last year?
Because we released it in
Crap.
2013.
Okay.
But anyways, it's gonna happen. We don't know when, but we will have to come up with something special for this.
Yeah,
release.
and I think doing something like that with not a major release, because EPs are not a major release,
Yes.
makes sense when we will have like lots of large tours in front of us, so we could take those vinyls in Europe or whatever, just sell a good bunch of them and not end up with like 300 left in our stock at the HQ. So yeah, because that's not a problem with a big album with an LP, but a bit of a problem with EPs.
Yeah.
Helle is too sweet to hurt anyone.
Oh,
No,
you don't know me.
You don't know her. She does
I
that
know.
all the time.
Thank you all the time. What are you doing?
Shut up. Oh, yeah. Couple working together is paradise and hell at the same time. That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Hell. Paradise and hell
What?
at the same time. Lots of love for Disenchantment from our peeps.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, we actually had an idea for the next year to maybe tour with the Realms of Fire and Death, because we released this album in the middle of the pandemic, in the beginning of the pandemic. So that's why we really didn't have a chance to tour with this album. And next year, it's gonna be 5-year anniversary already of the Realms of Fire and Death, and Disenchantment is on that album. So we are slowly planning to maybe. What's happening?
I just saw a giant mosquito flying over your head in the camera.
It happens. So yeah, that's one of the ideas. Hopefully, we will live until 2025 and tour with
We'll see.
that.
Yeah. We didn't tour normally with these album either, like headline shows
Yeah.
with big programs. And
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever happens, tour wise, I'm all for it. Let's see what it takes. Okay, Nicholas said it would be cool if you, Hel, could do a collab with Heidi or Carla in Butcher Babies. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'm all for it, but again, when it comes to collabs, it's actually usually, it's the bigger artist who decides. And, I don't really do collabs for the sake of a collab. So if there's a song where this collab would be appropriate, that will be cool, because I love Butcher Babies. We toured with them several times and they're great people. So if it happens, it happens. If not, we actually will see them again on several shows with Cradle of Filth this August. So our paths always intersect in some way, but mostly it's not collaborating but touring. And it's amazing. It just
Yes,
works.
and they're amazing guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the first song I've heard says Corro Dead was Alga. I love the transition from clear singing to growl. That is actually the entire growl part in that song, I believe. Вітанечка з Харкова. Привіт, Харкову.
Привет.
Sputnik instrumental or acoustic would be fun add-ons for the vinyl.
He doesn't like the acoustic stuff. I
we-
do.
I don't
do,
think we could make
but
acoustic for any of the songs from Sputnik.
Sputnik not. But
Yes.
for some songs from other albums, we can.
Yeah, other albums, but
Yeah,
we're speaking
but
about Sputnik.
yeah, I think we could do like we could include the Sputnik version by X's Dreams, like
Which is
the,
now Ercedu.
yeah. So
Yes.
the epic orchestral
I know,
instrumental
but
version.
I think it's on another album. Like, I mean, we'll see.
I mean, in any
Always,
case,
I actually have a remix pack left for Sputnik. So if we have some electronic
see.
producers,
we'll
can
see
make a remix.
closer to the
Yeah,
time.
there's no point of speaking about things that are not necessarily happening right now. Yeah.
You
Okay.
play music now? Something?
No, they're asking to play. There's a guitar.
I don't think.
Yes.
It's not that kind of a stream, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you missed my question from earlier, so I'll ask again if you don't
Of
mind.
course.
Sure, yeah. You're among the most expressive and playful front women I have ever seen on stage.
Thank you.
Where or who do you get your inspiration from, or for your behaving on stage?
Oh, I think that it's still developing, to be honest, and I'm not 100% satisfied with it. And I feel that, well, it's not, I don't really have like, I'm not copying anyone. So I think that I best perform when I'm fully immersed in our songs. So when we don't have like any technical issues, or when I have some time to, focus on music and whatever. And sometimes like the show is just going well. And when I try to think about what I'm singing, and try to imagine like all the worlds and stuff, it's really easier for me. And also, I used to have a few lessons, like where I went to the group for like dance improvisation, but they didn't really teach us to dance. We basically like made some concepts with dancing or whatever. So
Yeah, that looks strange.
I'm not a dancer. So
like dance the sound of a falling leaf.
yeah, no,
you-
not a falling
I
leaf,
mean-
but let's say one of the exercises was to listen to the song and select a certain melody or a certain instrument and dance this instrument. So you are not really taught how to dance,
And
but
that's not about air guitars. or
yeah.
something.
So it can be, something more interesting. But in any case, like I had only a few such experiences, but I feel like when I read the reviews of our shows, like people usually write that like I'm dancing, so maybe probably I'm dancing. But again, there is a lot to develop, and I also would like to bring like more props on stage and lights and everything, but it's
and
gonna
crew
happen.
and a big boss and lots of money
Yeah.
to spend for all that.
Yeah, but first and foremost, we are just happy to be touring at this point. So if we can tour, we will do our best what we can with the production that we have and with the time that we have. What are you doing?
I'm flexing my neck.
You're flexing your neck.
Yeah.
You have to, people don't really see your neck anymore.
Because I have too many, how do you call them? Cheens? Yes.
Too many cheens.
Okay. Your Leviathan cover was a banger. Thank you. Has Ultra Sheriff ever praised you for your interpretation of the song? I think I saw them mentioning something like that in YouTube comments
Really?
somewhere,
Okay.
not necessarily under our video directly, rather like under a comment and mentioning our cover under their own video of Leviathan, but I think so. I don't remember.
But the thing is, we obviously, when we did the cover, we approached to them, right? And we asked for permission.
I think so.
I,
That
I
was
mean,
so long ago.
we definitely asked everyone, whomever we covered, for permission. But what I meant is that when we released it, it wasn't as big as it is now, because at some point, for some reason, Spotify was like really pushing this song a lot, and a lot of people liked it for obvious reasons, because this is how it works on Spotify. So right now it's like one of the most popular songs of ours on that platform. So that's why, yeah.
That's
And
why we're now basically a cover band. Okay. Hello from Finland. Hey.
Hello.
Poland, Poznan. Yay. I
Hello.
actually been to Poznan probably like a couple months ago. Yeah. Very interesting town.
Live acoustic on stream. Well, I used to make a lot of acoustic covers and live streams on Patreon, so there are a lot of them there. But now there are so many things to do that it's really hard to focus and do something I used to do earlier.
Okay, Igna and Ercedo are in my top 5 for last years. They're amazing too. I saw the video from Valeria going to your show, and she seems very happy to see you. Is there some chance to a new collab? I think there's no point for it, because, I mean, going back to that is the antonym of progress.
Yeah, I mean, we already did more than a collab. Like when we released Bestia, I already said that a split release is almost a marriage between two bands. It's not easy.
I think you should not forget that all the orchestras starting with what came after Alga. So basically all songs on all the orchestras starting at the Dreams. How the album is called?
Which one?
The second one.
The Realms of Fire and Death.
Yeah, everything, all the orchestras starting with the Realms of Fire and Death are actually produced by them. So there's kind of collab.
I mean, we're big friends, and even Bestia was I don't know, like a testament to our friendship.
Besties.
Yeah, so now it really doesn't make sense. Just go and listen to Bestia.
I began to listen to Igna year 2014 when Alga came out. It was just before You Know What. It actually was right after. So the song has kind of a personal meaning for me as a Finnish person. We could feel that from everyone from Finland. Okay, just want to say all your albums are amazing. I listen to Igna every day. Thank you so much.
So we have a person from Poznan who says that play blah blah, and I mean, this is a talkative stream, a Q&A stream, so we're not gonna play here, and this is how it goes. It's just not.
It would sound bad anyways, because there's not a proper mic. Yeah, we are speaking about this baby.
We're just having a hangout,
which turned 1 year old.
Are you
smells cat still like yesterday evening?
I mean, we don't want to be disrespectful, but it's a talkative stream. That's all.
Yee.
I mean, whenever I see Leviathan in the comments, I start thinking about the cat.
He's asleep.
He's
too busy. Yeah, Leviathan is such a cool song, and your cover goes so hard. Hope to hear it live someday. Actually, it is the most frequently played song.
I wanted to say
for
this.
us live. Yeah, because we ended almost every show after release of Leviathan with Leviathan. Uh, Fun fact: I actually had a dream in which we ended our show with another cover of Ultra Sheriff again,
Oh,
but other
really?
song, yes.
Oh, really?
Deception, Oil, and Laser Beams. The song is called. Actually, really cool song. Go check it out. But
Okay.
I
Do
think
you want to make a mini album of Ultra Sheriff covers or what?
no, that would be too fat. But actually, I think personally, only I think I never told that, but we have a new cover in mind, and I think after we release that, we will end shows with that one, and Leviathan will go on rest because
No.
that cover slaps ass. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
See, we are talking about dreams of London scene, and we've been mentioning dreams for several times on that stream.
Yeah, but that's not about Lens and Scene. That was about, I mean, I don't know what land was that, so never
Yeah.
mind. Dreams of Lens and Scene was my favorite album of last year. How hard was the construction of such an amazing album?
You
I think,
reply.
yeah, I think it was production hell, as it is called in like technology or something like that, because I have a severe range anxiety with my music writing because, like, for example, at this moment we have two songs ready for the next album, but I feel like we already should have like six or seven
It was
done.
the same with Dreams of London scene.
Absolutely. And I remember that we finished writing two last songs like mere weeks before going into studio. And that I don't like. I
But
mean, that's
they
no
were still
mine.
cool. Why
I
not?
know they are cool, but no, I don't like this kind of
So you just
anxiety.
go and write.
Already did this today.
Okay.
Actually, my standard thing, I have a demo and I will split it up into two different songs. Okay.
Alrighty.
Yes. No, that's for me. Yeah. Do you play any other instruments beside keyboards? Yeah, I play a fair bit of guitar, and I would play bass if I had one. But yeah,
He
stringed
really wants a
instruments,
bass.
string, um, and my own guitar. String instruments, like on a level beyond just basic, I think, like
He
lower than
plays
mediocre, but
plays on my
better.
nerves.
That's also true. Um, when I'm alone at the HQ and she's not around, I'm trying to master Belinka, which is
The Ukrainian.
Ukrainian wind instrument.
And it's very loud.
Yeah, it's like a natural overtone flute with no no holes in it, so it only has like the exhaust hole, and you can cover it with your finger, and that's it. So I'm trying to do that, and if I manage to do that, I actually ordered it in a key we can play our music on stage, so it could be recorded actually if I end up playing it at any level. Yes. Okay. Things I think are very difficult in many bands. It's about having identity in music, performance, and personality. You guys do this very well. Thank you, but
Thank you, but that is what I like every day. I think that we lack it.
and I think how to improve that.
I mean, every day
Yes.
I'm just thinking that we've been doing so many things. And if you take a look even at our promo photographs or outfits or whatever, we're always different. And it feels like those are like different bands. And that's complicated, because when you're trying to promote your band, it's hell of a work. You don't know which songs to choose, you don't know which videos to show to people, and like the most complicated question to reply is like, what do you guys play? It's like, for me, as a former marketing person, it's hell on earth to make an identity or a brand behind Ignia, because it's
If anyone asks me what I play, I just say rock music, because
rock music. You don't really play rock
I'm
music,
fed up with these genre nerds and
but
snobs,
you
tag
play
snobs.
but you play metal, you don't play rock.
Metal is a sub thing of rock,
Sub-thing.
subgenre. Okay. Dumb question, but do you ever do interviews with reactors? I know Old School Nerd and Tori reacts pretty well. Actually, I think
I did an interview with Tori Reacts,
and I think Old School Nerd as well. No,
no,
like exactly these two guys.
I think that Old School Nerd reacted to 2 videos of ours, but we didn't do the interview. So if I get invited for the interview, I will gladly do it.
Yeah, we actually had an opportunity a month back or something to have an interview with A&P React.
We didn't have an interview. We just met the guys.
We had an opportunity, I said, but we did not use it. Yeah, we hanged out like for a couple of minutes, but actually it turned out they did quite a few interviews at the festival, at the conference. So maybe next time. Yeah. And also, hopefully, Tank the Tech this year.
He's our favorite.
Yeah. One of my favorite music industry YouTubers out there. Yes. Okay, I love how they have evolved over 3 wonderful albums. They means us. The last album left me completely happy. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, you're way behind with comments.
Yeah, I know. Just and it skips everything. Okay, Mr. Ulf Reinström asks, I got a strange question. There is some bands, artists doing folklore stuff. Like I know one doing old culture and Siberian stuff. Do you have any plans or could think to do stuff about your history?
But our previous album is about our history, because if
no, it's not folk. It's not like that level. But if you
listen, I know. But if you listen again, like we've been telling the story about a real person in the Ukrainian history. And if you listen to, let's say, Dunes, it's about her trip to the Sahara Desert, but it also has like a part about Carpathian Mountains that you can hear like some traditional Ukrainian stuff going on there. If you listen to No One I Owe, it's basically like a Hutzul song, right? I mean, it's not what you are talking about, but again, we are not a folk band, and if we ever find an interesting theme that is timely and that goes well with the music ideas by Yevhenii, we will do it. But
so basically, if you stop ignoring my idea I want to make for like 6 last years.
Again, that is the idea that people won't relate to, especially now.
Nobody will relate to. I don't understand your concept. Okay.
Thank you.
I already said that.
I think I'm quitting the band after this stream, and I'm not joking. Absolutely not.
You see, seeing this dynamic here makes people wonder, how was it to share a tour bus for such a long time on our last tour?
I have another question. How is it sharing an apartment for 13 years now? I mean, when we're on tour, we actually spend less time with each other than when we're staying at home.
So that's a breeze, actually.
Yeah. That's why we want to go on tour all the time.
Yeah, but actually, going back to Ukrainian folk music, we have quite a lot of bands who do that better than we do. Yeah. So just Google Ukrainian folk metal or folk black or whatever. Nocturnal Morning. Last two albums, only last albums. Okay. Yeah, don't ever stop playing that one live as it got me into you guys. I think that's about Leviathan.
I told you.
We will see. We will try and see how it works out with the things are there to come. So yeah, but for now we're playing Leviathan 100%, super sure. Okay, questions. Do we have? Woo! In south of Brazil, we have a great orchestra that plays together with a lot of rock names like Steve Vai. If we reach the money to pay your coming, do you think it's possible to make that for one show? I think not, because honestly, um, two, two, two reasons. One of them is that it requires lots of time for rehearsals with the band, with an orchestra, and that's even more expensive than you think it is, because orchestra is paid hourly, and when orchestra plays on stage, everyone is being paid the same for 3, 4, 5 rehearsals. So when you see the orchestra costs like $5,000 for a show, that means you will play $30,000. And the second reason, people who listen to all these orchestral and modern metal kinds of music, their ears are too used to super perfect intonation, and real orchestras do not attain that. Like, it's the fact. And people will come to that show and say that orchestra is not tuned, or the band is out of tune, and the singer doesn't hit notes. That wouldn't be true necessarily, but human ear is working. I mean, that's
I think that
too much of a
it's
hassle.
a musician in you that is replying to this question, but as a person, again, who deals with management and logistics and stuff, it's just we're not a symphonic band. We have some symphonic songs, but basically, if you listen to our work, uh, we're not Epica or Nightwish or Septic Flesh or whatever. So it will require absolutely rearranging a lot of songs of ours. It will require a lot of planning. And again, considering that we still have a war going on in Ukraine, planning such things, because it is a huge thing to plan, it's just impossible. So maybe we could get back to replying to this question when the situation is more stable.
And we're
But
like
right,
10 times bigger.
yeah, again, it makes sense only for bigger bands. Like you mentioned, Steve Vai. For Steve Vai, it makes sense. For a band like us, I think we have to play our first shows in Brazil first, and then think about playing with orchestras.
Especially in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that the album is a year old, and you've played songs from Lens and Seen live, and do you look differently now at some songs that you did at the release?
Absolutely, yes. For example, if you take Incurable Disease, it was one of our singles, and we have a video for it. And we actually played it live only once in Ukraine, because it is absolutely not a live song to play. People really don't. I mean, even us on stage, we don't really understand what
it
what
just
to
doesn't
do.
work.
It just doesn't work. It's a studio song, you know.
It's
At
a
the same,
it's
at
a very
this-
normal situation. It happens with all the artists. So
yeah. And
yeah.
another example is Opiumist, and we played this song at the end of the tour. I mean, for 10 shows or something like this.
And before that, we just ignored that because we believed that it wouldn't work live, because it's almost a ballad.
Yeah, and in the end, it worked really well, even with us being a support band. And it's a long song of 7 minutes and 30 seconds, with a lot of atmospheric parts and some calm part and whatever. And it really works. So we've been talking to our fellow musicians for quite a while now, and there is, a reason behind musicians before first playing songs live and then releasing them.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense, also because you basically learn how to improve the song, you see how the crowd reacts, you learn to play it basically, or to sing it. But now everything goes different. I mean, you need to release it
that
first.
is almost not possible with a label.
Yeah.
I mean, at least as big as Napalm Records. And I can honestly see that with one Danish band that does exactly that. They don't have an album released and they play all the songs. And if you watch their videos, some parts of them are different at different shows, and they just perfect their songs like to the ultimate state. And when they end up writing them down, recording them, and releasing, those will just slap ass, all of them. Yeah. Okay, let's go forward. If you ever consider doing a collab with someone else, please do so. We already did so.
I mean, we will do so. It's
Of
just
course.
we don't really with someone else. Have you read the
That's a
question?
collab.
Yeah,
Someone
but
else from
someone else. But again, if we have some collabs in mind, and we have some ambitions and stuff, but music comes first in our place, so we need the music to be thinking about collabs, and that's our main goal right now, to write new music.
Yeah, thank you.
And to continue touring with Dreams of Lands Unseen. So we're not against collabs, but they have to be well thought.
Yeah. Are you going to create a new song and a new music video? Not right now.
I mean,
Yes.
not right now.
Not right now, but yes, lots of new songs, hopefully more than 10, and new music videos, hopefully 3 or 4 studio music videos, and then live session again, and then, the album cycle, whatnot.
Is there any songs you haven't played live yet, but you want to? I really want to play Zenith live
Yes,
from our new
Zenith.
album. I think that it's gonna sound, it's actually one of the songs that didn't get enough attention on the album.
Yeah.
And I really think it's gonna work well live.
Especially in Ukraine, for example.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
hopefully we will have an opportunity to play it like on the next Ukrainian tour. And if it works, we'll definitely just take it out to Europe or whatever we
I mean,
play next.
if we play headline shows, it will make sense.
Yeah,
like if we
sure.
have more time on stage, because when we are limited with stage time, like to 30 to 40 minutes, then we have to pick up like the proven bangers, So that's why sometimes songs don't end up on stage. But yeah, any other song you're thinking about?
Nope.
Okay.
I think that's it. Yeah. Just
Люблю вас.
ми вас любимо. I'm just
He's just shy.
Yeah, I'm too shy to reply to all these adorable commands, not only from Ukrainians and South Americans, as it were. Okay, just something to consider, but perhaps being different every album is your identity. But I wouldn't say we are that different, but to some extent, every album is different, of course.
I mean, there is a different vibe, and a
Yes.
different story,
Yes.
and that's why different visuals and whatever. But
Same goes to the next album.
yeah, but with every
Definitely.
review, we always get like this. Well, it's different, but it sounds like Ignia, and maybe that is the identity. But when it comes to promoting the band, you have to have words. You have to explain what the band does with 2 sentences max.
Yeah, and these
And that's
sentences
the problem.
would be the same for all our albums, although they are a bit different.
But it's still hard to come up with the words to properly explain it. And that's the
Okay,
problem.
Yevhenii, in the vein of Lemmy, I'm Yevhenii and I play rock music. That's what I'm talking about. I play rock music. Yeah,
And
loud
that can
and
relate
fast.
to any musician in metal, and that's why it's not distinguishing you. That's the problem.
No, that relates only to people who say that, and nobody says that.
That's
Everyone
why
is like, my band is actually ultra progressive, djent, with small influences of symphonic rung. Do you know rung, the genre? Oh my God, it's so 2008. You
That's
don't know
why
rung?
you don't promote our band.
Yeah, I just say I play rock music. You play whatever.
I mean, he's determined with his identity, but when it comes to band identity, still working.
Female fronted.
Do you want really me to quit the band after this stream or whatever?
Okay, could you sing a bit of your song called Incurable
I'm
Disease?
not singing right now. I'm really sorry. It's just for you to
Bad for
understand,
the vocal
our
cords.
live show, our last live show, happened in January. Since then, we didn't even have a rehearsal. And I'm not kidding. It's just right now, we're in the middle of like doing a lot of work in front of our laptops. And that's it. We're like office nerds right now, unfortunately. So when we get back, preparing for the shows, getting back on our like vocal routine, instrumental routine is gonna be different. But right now, it's just it's hard.
Yeah. If you could choose randomly, which band would you see as a great fit for a co-headlining tour? Actually, that tour didn't happen.
Yeah,
I mean, it
for
will happen, but
various
without
reasons.
us.
It's just
Yeah.
any tour, any co-headline tour. The first thing is not like our desire; it's business, and it's done absolutely in a different form that a lot of people envision it. That's
Yeah.
all.
We had that desire with another band for a co-headline tour, but from business point of view, it doesn't work, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they will go on tour with another bands, and I'm super stoked about that. I'd love to see the dates and even visit if I'm able to. But yeah, okay, you might have different aesthetics for each album, but you guys have a pretty distinct sound. Yeah, because it's Max Moreland and vibe to your songs that make people go, "Oh, that's Signia."
Most probably.
Probably, yeah, you're
It
right.
still doesn't help us.
I think, I mean, yeah, but I understand what you're talking about because, like, when we released this album, Dreams of Lancet, is it? Yeah, Dreams of Lancet Seed. I actually said that it's way different, but it's still Ignia sonically and musically.
Mm.
Yeah, you're just as fun as a married couple. Probably because we basically are.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Kari Saarinen, you have been able to create your own sound and style different from other bands, and that's a great achievement in music world. Thank you,
Yay.
and that is really hard achievement indeed. I think we have to catch up with the
Yay.
questions. Oh, Tori Rex is here. Hi, Tori.
Hello.
Hey. Um, Okay, have you any song that uses Andalusian cadence and flamenco scale?
What for? No?
Yes, what for?
From
That's
the realms of
Andalusian
fire and death.
Andalusian cadence. And actually, Phrygian augmented is basically Hijaz Makamkar, which is half of songs on the first album, but they just don't sound like Andalusian because, yeah, but basically, yes, we do.
Will you guys put Golden Shell in a set list at some point? That song needs more love. It's so beautiful and haunting. Thank you. I also expect this song to be more, to get more attention because it's a ballad, and it's more reachable and understandable for people. Maybe on a headline show, we'll see. But
I don't
again,
know.
it's a ballad, so all ballads can be included if it's a headline show and if we have more time.
Yeah. So yeah, I noticed Hell harsh vocals a bit lower on recent album than previous releases. And inside that, is it a personal preference, recording mix, or label request?
It's just an improvement of my harsh vocal technique, and that's it. I mean, I really like lower growls, or at least like when there are lower frequencies and whatnot. And yeah, I'm
Audio.
just going this direction, and it's not a label request or
Audio is
anything.
dying all the time on us tonight.
Oh,
I think we should do these from the HQ, not our home, not from this place in the apartment so far away from the router.
yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
Do you play other instruments? A question for me. Yeah, my first instrument is actually classical guitar, and I finished music school with a classical guitar. I do a few chords on piano if I want to come up with melodies or whatever, but I don't really play it fully, although I want to.
Daleki Obri is my favorite song. Yada, yada, yada. What the song is all about?
It's one of the most complicated questions.
Distant Horizons.
If you don't mind telling me, I remind you that we have a track-by-track videos for Dreams of Lanzanzin, and there is a special playlist with these videos on our YouTube channel. So if you please go and watch those videos, I basically have several minutes telling the story behind each song.
Is it for everyone? Open for everyone? No.
Yes, absolutely. It was actually
okay.
released on Napalm Records channel, but we have a playlist on our channel.
Nice. Got you. Need to increase the sample rate of the audio to correct is audio interface error. No, we don't have audio interface. It's the internal microphone. So that is the video encoding error, and it's no, that's YouTube. I hope it's a bit better by now, but if something major dropped out, you can just re-ask, just mention that, yeah, it was due to the audio. Any plans on coming to East Coast Canada at some point? At some point, yes, but most probably not before the war ends, because going to the US and Canada, I mean North America, is requiring really stable situation, everything wise. I mean, not only financially and physically, but also like the ability to go out of the country as you wish, which we do not have.
Are you reading anything at the moment?
Yes, I do.
Yevhenii is actually has a hobby.
It's even in English.
He's an urban nerd, so he's reading
Street
this
by Jeanette Sadiq Khan.
And this is my book. It's a book by Opiumist, and it's a Ukrainian writer of sci-fi from the 1960s. It's a very strange book, and I like how it looks very much, and that's why there is like a new edition, but I really liked this one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And this is actually some kind of aesthetics that is appalling to me now very much. But that's all I'm gonna say right now.
The cover is appalling to me visually, that's for sure.
Thank you that you agree with me about something.
I told you about
That's all. Let's go to the questions because we will never catch up.
Almost dropped the name.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that actually we will be here for maybe 5-10 minutes more, and we'll have to wrap it up. So let's go through the questions.
Okay, good luck with the new album, guys. Thank you. Please mention which cities you'll have show, please. Right now it's 4 shows supporting
I will be
Cradle of
quicker.
Filth.
Bochum, Dresden, Katowice, Wrocław, and festivals, Wacken, Summer Breeze, Bloodstock, Leyendas del Rock, and also separately Larvik in Norway.
That was fast indeed.
See?
When do you expect your new album roughly? Hopefully end of next year.
But we have to write it first.
Yeah.
He has to write it first.
Maybe start of 2026, but that's the worst case scenario. Okay. Need to go. Thank you for opening up your songwriting dynamics. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Will you continue offering vinyl? Yes.
we
collect vinyl ourselves, so of course we love this format. And right now we actually have pretty much all our albums on vinyl available except for Sputnik for the first mini album. So you can get those on our Bandcamp, you can get those on our website. So
I really love Dolga as an orchestral piece. Do you have plans on doing others? I mean, we have lots of songs that would sound nice with a real orchestra, but no, because
it's very
not
hard and
sustainable.
costly.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Pum, 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 pum.
Zenith is amazing. See? Maybe let's go not for comments, but for questions, because it's really hard to catch up on anything.
I'm trying to read the questions. You are grasping for everything. Okay. Non-serious question we have from Mr. Patrick here. What were your worst, funniest music scenes that you listened to, but you thought it was great?
I think we have quite a lot of such things, like in our maybe Ukrainian pop music or whatever, from the 90s, but it's just, in our heads. You cannot make it go away. And whatever, it's a hard question. It's like, what is so...
I still stand by everything I listen to.
hit?
I never listen to cringe.
You do. But again,
excuse me. Okay, drop me the names.
That's the problem. I'm very bad at names.
Say that.
I'm very bad at names. So sorry.
Okay. Who have you thought about writing a song about you know who, about being you know what? No, fuck that guy. I dropped the F-bomb this time.
I was the first, actually. You skipped that.
Okay.
Mm?
Questions.
We already replied to that.
Yes. Okay. Love your lipstick.
Thank you.
Oh no,
these are two lipsticks, actually.
Yes. What? Oh yeah, it's two lipsticks. Now I see it.
Yeah.
You would be great openers for Camelot.
Probably.
I never listened to them, but I heard a couple of things by part of my ear, and
just go to the part where there are question marks.
I don't think there are questions here, because I need to read what people say.
So no shows in Ukraine. As a person who lives in Ukraine, I was hoping to see you here in Lviv. We played in Lviv in October, and we hope that you were there. But we will play in Ukraine, but at this point we don't have the date secured. And when it comes to playing in Ukraine, you don't really announce tours in half a year from that, because you cannot plan in such an advance. So when we have new dates, we will drop them. So we are now in Kyiv. We're not in Europe or wherever.
Yeah,
so
I think making Ukrainian tours
not right
is
now.
not a big problem, and that could be done at any time. And I think maybe by the end of this year as well. How's the nautical sleeve coming along?
Not fast, because the tattoo artist with whom I work on my sleeve has been working in Spain for nearly 2 years now. So she came here once. We did I guess this thing, and then she went away, and she's staying there for a while. So
she did this to me, and I think once she's coming back, where is it? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going for a new tattoo at the end of the next month, but with another tattoo artist, and it's not gonna be on my arms. So
yeah, I'm getting a new tattoo as well, in a week or something.
He's terrified. Are you terrified?
No, I will do that
closer to the day.
How is it called? Under artificial sleep conditions. No, I'm joking. Okay.
Would you like to come to live in Spain? I enjoy visiting Spain, but for me, I need something way colder.
I mean, Norway usually.
Yeah. Please.
Norway is too up north for me, so not happening. How was it to sing with Fear Factory?
It was really amazing. And this is something that I don't take for granted. And I've learned a lot of things doing that. And I feel really honored that they invited me and that I had a chance to stand with them a couple of nights and doing this in front of a very loving crowd, because you could really see the difference. Like when you're playing, performing in front of people who have been listening to the band for 30 years, it's different.
Yeah. Is Myrath an inspiration for you? Maybe it was for the first album, but not lately. I didn't listen to the last album, like to the end of it, because it was yeah. But in the beginning, absolutely yes. And I even can name 3 songs from that period. Did you enjoy your time in England, UK?
Oh yes, and
Absolutely. That was really hard, but so enjoyable.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the markets where we really enjoyed playing, and we're really stoked to be playing at Bloodstock, and we really hope that we will arrange some UK shows as well to come back properly.
Yeah. How excited are you guys to support Cradle of Filth?
I'm very excited. I think that I have a respect for this band, and I know that they are a huge inspiration for a lot of other bands. And I follow Danny as a frontman, and he does a really cool job online and on stage. And I really would like to see how it works, from the backstage side of things. And obviously, for us, it's a huge opportunity to play in front of a big crowd and get new listeners and whatnot. So I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited to go out of the cupboard and play to people's. Because honestly, Cradle of Filth, if you put them into one cup with ourselves, like, and call that a subgenre, I'm out of that cup. Honestly. Yeah.
What's wrong with you tonight?
What do you mean? You always knew I. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, who composes the songs? Me. Thank you. How many albums are you contracted for on Napalm?
It's confidential information.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but we have a contract and it's confidential, so we cannot say to you.
And there's a good reason for that.
Yeah.
I mean, probably there's somewhere in the internet, not information why is it confidential.
Yeah.
Are you fans of Cradle, Fav albums or songs?
I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I really do respect the band. I follow the band. I really enjoyed their album Existence in Futile, I believe, like the one that was out, I believe, in 2020. And I remember that we were going out on tour and I was listening to it while we were on the tour bus, and I really liked it. And I like what they do visually. It's really cool. And he has an insane voice. Really insane.
Okay, while we are up to date, I'd like to remind for the last time before we end the stream that this bad boy is 1 year old. I love it. And go give it a listen. Just spin it once more time. And more importantly, show it to your friends, because if they don't know about us, I hope you might say they are left without something good in their life.
Aww.
Yeah, they're missing on good shit.
And please go and check out our new video camera Obscura. It's a live version and it has some cool special effects, and I believe we look quite stunning in that video, especially the guys. They also have the makeup, and you can take a look at that. And if you go to our store, we have quite a few new items there. We have a new t-shirt, we have a new poster, we have a new patch with our alternative logo that looks a little bit as black metal logo. And subscribe to our newsletter, please, because it's very hard to reach people on socials these days. And stay tuned for a couple of new videos on this channel in a week and in 2 weeks from now.
Keep your eyes peeled. in other ways.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us tonight. It was a
Yay!
lot of fun.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
It was so cool to see everyone.
And this stream is recorded, so you will be able to rewatch it.
Yeah. Bye.